with Jane and Alan, who are live right now in the Juniors Cafe. Hi.
Hi, Allie. How are you? Mary Beth, hello. We are live from Juniors, New York. This is the Times Square location. There are 3 locations here in New York.
Yep.
But then there's also a location in Connecticut.
Correct.
Most importantly, we are offering the dessert of the month, which is a 20-year tradition now here at QVC. It's their strawberry swirl cheesecake. And Alan Rosen, of course, is the owner, 3rd-generation owner of Juniors. After 72 years, bringing to us these incredible cheesecakes. They're made exactly the same way.
Only difference with this one, we added white chocolate to the cheesecake, and we added that white chocolate mousse decoration on top and the red and green cake crumbs. Yeah, so it just looks like a holiday.
So what we're talking about here is really bringing the holiday tradition to our family and friends, delivering it to you, making it so easy to serve up that delicious dessert. Allie, I know when you've got a ton of things happening in your life with preparing the side dishes and the main course, it's nice to just be able to open a box and finish for the dessert.
It's true. Well, they do say desserts is stress spelled backwards. So if you're stressed, you go desserts. It's perfect. Here, let me show you what we're doing.
Wow, I never heard that.
This is our December food of the month. Yes, it's a 20-year tradition here at QVC. But even if this is the very first year that you are picking up on this incredible cheesecake, welcome to the Juniors family with an amazing tradition. So here's what it is. You get that entire cheesecake. It's 3.25 pounds, 3¼ pounds of the Christmas swirl. It is the most decadent cheesecake swirled with white chocolate and then mixed with freshly made in the Juniors Bakery every single day, the strawberry puree, topped with the Christmas decorations. Now, this is going to ship to you at a special December dessert month price of a featured price of $59.98 because it is the dessert of the month for December. It's also free shipping. When it arrives to your door, you have the impressive Juniors packaging. All your neighbors are going to want to come over for Christmas dessert when they see this on your doorstep. Now, 12,000 just this month have been spoken for. This is the time to get your Juniors holiday cheesecake. Now, you can lock in on auto delivery, and if you come with me to the end of the table, which is really exciting, is your now Christmas tradition can be continued into March. So you get to keep the December dessert month price, and then you get your March shipment, which will come then with more of your spring cake crumble toppings. So it's a really great way to lock in the price, lock in the deliciousness. Over 500 have already been spoken for in our show. That incredible, decadent cake. And we're going to go back to New York in just a second so that you can hear from Jane and Alan himself why this has been such a special tradition. Take a look at what's happening in New York. I'm going to just eat cheesecake.
Well, I mean, if for nothing else, you can tell by how full this restaurant is, and it's been like this since 9 o'clock this morning.
It's incredible.
Why it's so popular, because it's so good, and cheesecake goes with everything. So talk to us, Alan, about the actual recipe. This has been in your family
This recipe has not changed in 72 years,
right?
Since Election Day 1950. Cream cheese, fresh eggs, sugar, heavy cream, a touch of vanilla. As you can see here, we swirl in the strawberry puree. We have that border of white chocolate mousse on top. And if you've never had Juniors before, folks, it's supposed to be that creamy,
look at that,
that smooth, that rich, vanilla, a little heavy cream, just real subtle. You can smell the strawberry. White chocolate makes it just a touch sweeter and just even a little bit creamier, if you can imagine. But
it doesn't matter what you're serving for dinner either. Cheesecake is always the perfect finish.
Cheesecake goes with everything. So whether you're having the ham, the turkey, the prime rib, the fish, it goes great. Whatever you don't use can be refrozen for up to 6 months, or after Christmas Eve, you have games the next day. A great way to use leftovers. You can see we're hand decorating those cheesecakes with that white chocolate mousse, hand sprinkling the red and green cake crumbs. You can use this as a centerpiece on the dining room table or at the end of the buffet server. Instead of flowers, you got it all done, and it's edible at the end.
It's absolutely beautiful. And really, all this is about is tradition, family, bringing the family together again, finally, to celebrate the holidays. And these are the perfect cakes for any type of celebration, certainly around
and
the Christmas
while
holidays.
they're getting
Very
to
special.
room temperature, they're looking great on your table.
Right.
And you have just a great centerpiece. And, after you get done doing all that work, wouldn't it be nice just to sit with your friends and family and enjoy the world's best cheesecake? And something you can walk up to the bakery counter in this restaurant right now, and you could ask them for the white chocolate swirl Christmas cheesecake, and they would look at you like you had two heads.
Yeah, they don't have it here.
We don't have it.
We
This
have
is exclusive
so
to
many
QVC.
unhappy customers that have come over to say hello to us
Can we-
because they see our setup and they're like, "What's this?" It's QVC, and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And then they see the cake and they're like, "We want to get it." I'm like,
this
"Well,
is-
place your order for it like everybody else because they do not sell this cheesecake here in the store."
This is a 20-year tradition on QVC. It's our most popular cheesecake. The most popular flavors to swirl into cheesecake is strawberry.
Strawberry, right.
So it's really like a best of holiday dessert. It says Christmas is here. Let's celebrate. It's been a tough couple of years for everybody. So we're really thrilled that so many friends and families are going to be getting together over this during the holidays.
It's bringing happiness and smiles every time you dip your fork into it. It just tastes good, and it's so nice to share with your family and friends. So, Allie and Mary Beth, again, we hope that everyone can enjoy and pick up their cheesecake, but then also consider the Bill to Ship to option if you want to send this to somebody else. We'll send it wherever you want. Shop confidently. Alan has been doing this here with these folks who are passionate about cheesecake.
Yes, this is a labor of love.
Yeah, for 72
Trust me.
years. Tell me your experience with the flavors.
Oh, the flavors are amazing. But I have to tell you something about Alan, because I was here when Alan first came to QVC 27 years ago.
Yeah.
It was in 1995. We found him on the 50 and 50 tour. And I had eaten cheesecake prior to that, but it wasn't like one of my favorite desserts. And I realized after I had juniors, I had never had good cheesecake because it was always dry and crumbly. This is as smooth and creamy and decadent as it comes. And Alan, you know this. This is a tradition at our house every Christmas Eve. And I am so thrilled to have this and be able to talk to you and say thank you for doing it again.
Thank you for allowing me into your home, Mary Beth. I appreciate it. My family appreciates it, and of course all our employees appreciate it. And we're just thrilled that people are going to be celebrating the holidays again this year with a Junior's Cheesecake. It's our honor and privilege.
After 27 years on QVC, I have to say I was so excited to come up here and experience this whole experience, because that's exactly what it is. It's right off of Times Square, the busiest part of New York City. And this place is popping. Every table has been in and out full throughout the day.
Since we got here at 8 o'clock this morning.
The food is phenomenal.
It's been nuts.
The dessert is ridiculous.
Thank you.
Everybody finishes off with a slice of some type of cheesecake. And, of course, this one is the elusive strawberry swirl that you can't get here in the store. We're looking at some of the,
footage of the mixing.
The bakery, right?
Yeah, so we deposit the cheesecake mixture on top of a sponge cake bottom, as you can see right there. It's a 3 1/4 pound cake. We swirl it from the bottom to the top. So in every bite, you're going to get that strawberry puree. You can see how beautiful that swirl is. We bake it. It'll rise up like a souffle. We let it cool. And then once it's frozen, we decorate. Look how it rises up out of the pan there. We bake it with a water bath. They come out of the oven. We let them cool for several hours before we can depan them. Now we depan them. We chill them. We finish them off with that white chocolate mousse on top. And then the red and green cake crumbs get hand sprinkled. Think about that.
Yeah.
How much work? I think they said earlier we sold 12 or 13,000 of these by hand, and we pack them up and we wrap them up beautifully and send them straight to you.
Yeah, and they come to you pristine. They are so, it's such a story tradition to actually see this orange box.
Listen, to walk into someone's home with that orange and white striped box instead of a bottle of wine, it's one of the few baked goods in this country you can do that with.
Right.
And it's perceived as even higher value than a bottle of wine.
You don't even have to ask what they're serving. You know that the cheesecake is going to be the perfect finished for the end of whatever
Absolutely.
meal. So we are thrilled to be here from location. We will come back a little bit later on. We're going to be in the show with Alberti and Kirsten a little bit later on. We're going to send it back to you in the studio. Having a ball, loving NY, and loving this amazing cheesecake. Good to see you both.
Bye, everybody.
Good to see you too, Alan and Jane. Thank you so much. Okay, this is the time. Whether you're shipping it to someone you can't be with for the holidays, whether you're starting the tradition for the very first time, or this is your family tradition for the holidays, was it 1,300 already spoken for? Just in this show. More than 3,000 just today. Grab yours. It is the December dessert of the month, but I gotta tell you, it might be your favorite dessert all year. Such a special tradition from Juniors and QVC. So place your orders, grab the auto delivery, because then you get another one for springtime. The fun never stops.
I know it. Well, why not? I tell you, it is